Hi, I'm Rich Torrey. Welcome to another Level Up Cartooning. All you ever need to follow along with me is a pencil and paper. It doesn't get any easier than that, right? If you've been with me in the last few weeks, then you know we've been drawing characters from some of the shows that populated the early years of Nickelodeon. We started with the characters from Jim Jenkins' show, Doug. Then last week, we drew Ren and Stimpy. This week, we're moving on to the third and definitely the most successful of Nickelodeon's first three cartoon series, Rugrats. Running from 1991 to 2004, Rugrats was created by the mega successful team of Klasky Csupo, who went on to produce and create such shows as Real Monsters, Duckman, Wild Thornberrys, Rocket Power, As Told by Ginger, and All Grown Up, just to name a few. Being that Rugrats had so many awesome characters, I'm going to have to split this one up into a few lessons, starting with the first two characters that I ever knew of, 1-year-old Tommy Pickles and his 2-year-old best pal, Chuckie Finster. I'm throwing in Tommy's dog Spike just because he's Tommy's dog. Anyways, before we get started, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe button, as it helps this channel to grow, and hit the bell so you never miss a lesson. Alright then, what do you say we get started drawing from Nickelodeon's first season of cartoon shows, Rugrats, Tommy, Chucky, and Spike. We're going to draw Tommy, Chucky, and Spike step by step, giving you the secret formula to be able to draw them again and again. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know I normally use the character's head to figure out how big the entire character is. In the case of most of the kid characters in Rugrats, and Spike as well, they're roughly a little over 2 heads tall. In other words, however tall their heads are, their entire bodies are just over 2 of those tall. Okay, so what do you say we draw a roadmap for Tommy, Chucky, and Spike from Rugrats? So there's our roadmap for Tommy, Chucky, and Spike. Now, before we go on to step 2, I want to give you the layout of our characters' simple shapes. For those of you who want to screen grab, again, just something to help you envision how to lay out your drawing. Now we're on to step 2. In step 2, we get to do what I call roughing out the features. I want to remind you that until the third and final step, you want to draw as light as possible. You'll see that I use guidelines to help you know how to construct Tommy, Chucky, and Spike. We don't want those guidelines in the final drawing, so you want to draw them light enough to be able to erase them easily. Okay, so let's rough out the features for Tommy Pickles, Chuckie Finster, and Spike. Okay, so there are the roughed out features of Tommy, Chucky, and Spike from Rugrats. So now with the roadmap done and the features roughed out, it's time for that final step. In step 3, we get to have fun. We get to draw in the final details of our 3 characters from Rugrats. We don't have to guess where to put things because we've already done all the hard work figuring that out. As I often say, I want you to be present. And what I mean by that is you don't want to just mindlessly retrace over the lines you've already drawn. As you're drawing that final line of our characters from Rugrats, you want to be thinking about it, how you might improve it, staying vigilant until the very end. Okay? So let's draw the details for Tommy Pickles, Chuckie Finster, and Tommy's dog Spike from Rugrats. And that's how you do it. There you have it. Tommy, Chucky, and Spike from the classic Klasky Chupa creation, Rugrats, one of the first cartoons ever to air on Nickelodeon. So how do you think you did? Understand if you've never drawn any of the characters from Rugrats before, then you can't expect to have drawn them perfectly. You notice I don't spend time coloring our Rugrats characters during this video because I want my lesson to focus solely on the drawing process. Now you have the secret formula, the process for drawing Tommy Pickles, Chuckie Finster, and Spike. And with that, you can draw them again and again. And by all means, color them when you're done. I promise each time you draw them, it'll be a little better and a little easier. I also promise the more you work with me, the better you're going to get at all of your cartoon characters. So I'd love to see your drawings of our Rugrats characters. If you can, take a picture and post it on either Facebook or Instagram, and don't forget to include the hashtag #LevelUpCartooning. So I hope you've had as much fun as I did with this one. Remember to subscribe, and thanks for joining me. Until next time, keep drawing, my friends.